Hey everybody, happy Thursday leap day, February 29th. I thought I'd leap on here and do some sketching for a few minutes. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I haven't been on live in a while, so not that I have not been sketching, I just haven't been on. But anyway, it's great to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. I actually see Linda in the house over in Facebook land. Linda S, how the heck are you? It was so awesome seeing you the other night on our Zoom. Such a fun time, for sure. Linda says, "Good evening. Good evening to you also." So I'm gonna push myself here and just sketch something really fast and see what the heck happens. I'm thinking too hard about what I want to sketch. And the more I think, the tighter my lines become, and the more I go into technical architect mode, where I feel like everything has to be precise. So the faster I go, the looser I can be. I just want to put some lines down, have some fun. If it looks cool, that's awesome. If it doesn't, that's awesome too. It's just about getting out here, getting on here and sketching and just having fun. Very, very cool. And that is my pup barking. I'm not sure why she's barking. Let's see. We got a kind of a bridge here connecting some buildings. This is based on a photograph of a bridge over in the Chelsea area. I think this bridge might connect to Chelsea Market if I remember. Really, really cool area. I love Chelsea Market area. I've only actually been there twice, but I love the architecture. The vibes there are very old industrial buildings that have been refurbished. Really cool. Let's see, and this bridge has some arched top windows going on in here. Sketch a bunch here, really fast. There we go. Hey, Art Benito, great nightlife TV viewing. Mr. B, how are you? Long time no see, my friend. We need to get together. It's been way, way too long. I hope you're doing well. Well, I'll send you a message on Facebook and see when we can get together. Mr. B is one of my great, great friends of all time. All right, so sketching this kind of real loose, rough outline here. I'm just gonna throw down color, just have some fun. I haven't used this in a while. Let me break it out. Oh, here we go. Just for the heck of it, I just want to play around with some of this art graph. Love this stuff. Let's throw it down on paper and see how it goes. Again, I'm not trying to be realistic, just having fun. I actually have some of this rusted rivet ink. Let's try some of that too. Gotta make some room over here. A lot of stuff on this sketching drawing area. All right, move that, move that. This is not pre-planned. It's not rehearsed. No cue cards. No stunt doubles. I almost dipped this in the wrong end. Oh, right. I'm gonna grab some ink here. Now let's just throw it down and have some fun on here. I know Mr. B knows NYC very, very well. So I know you're familiar with Chelsea and the area and the Chelsea market and all that fun stuff. Let's just throw some of this down. I'm really just messing around tonight, guys, big time. I'm mixing and matching, grabbing and going. And sometimes that's cool. Sometimes I talk about sometimes having intentions or setting an intention before you start painting or sketching. Um, and my intention tonight was just to throw down lines. I don't care what it looks like. I'm not even really caring about colors or anything. I just want to throw down some line work and just get it out of my system. Zoom in, there we go. So that's my intention tonight. Be playful, throw down some ink, grab and go with what's around me, and see what happens. So the color of this ink I just threw down is called Rusted Rivet. Rusted Rivet. I'm going to go ahead and grab some turquoise watercolor, and we'll mix this on here also. I really like the way the ink is pooling down here. This is going to dry really, really nicely. So this is just turquoise watercolor paint. All right. So right next to me, I have my Preppy pen, yellow Preppy pen. Love Preppy pen. Love the ink in here. Um, Except I'm going to do something a little different. I love this yellow Preppy ink. It's really cool when it comes out of the pen, but I actually love it even more taking it straight up from the ink cartridge. Boom. And I'm going to just splatter some on here and see what happens. Get some out of here. Splatter, splatter. All right, doesn't want to come out. There we go, a little bit happening. It's being fussy. There's like a ball bearing in here, and that was getting stuck at the end, so the ink wasn't really splattering. But I'm just going to dip my brush in, actually, and we're just going to lift it out that way. We'll throw it down. I just think I like it more straight up from the cartridge because it's more intense. There we go, we'll just splatter it this way. Alright, cool. Why splatter? Why splatter? I get that question. I love New York City. I love the energy of New York City. When I splatter, I feel like I'm capturing some of the energy. So that's one of the reasons I love just splattering this ink on here. I'm just gonna kind of dip my brush around and move some of that around here. Kind of bring it down in here a little bit. Cool. I like where it's going. Let's just put this back in here so I don't spill it, because I will spill it. Ta-da! All right. And I'm just dipping back into the watercolor. And I want to grab some blue out of here. And maybe where I have these arch windows, I'm gonna just throw in some blue. Some of it's going to mix with that rusty color, which is cool. Let's see, we got a bunch of arches here, a bunch of windows happening. Really want to load up this blue. I want it nice and thick. There we go. Let's do some up here in this window too. That's fun. I love the way this is drying. This is looking really, really nice. I love these colors right here. The combo goes really well together. Hey, I see cats in the house. OMG, how the heck are you? All the way from the West Coast. Cat, it is so great to see you. I will definitely let you know when our next Zoom is. And we'll remind you. We'll send you reminders. Linda was here earlier. I don't know if she's still watching, but Linda was watching. Hope all's well. Yeah, so there we go. So just throwing down some colors. So we have this kind of building in the background. This is that pedestrian bridge here happening. Let me zoom in and show you what. Zoom in another level here. Ta-da! Check this out. Boom. I love how this is drying. This looks so cool right here. Really, really nice. Again, this one is, I tried to sketch this and I'm doing this, trying to do this really super duper fast and not think about what I'm doing so much. I do need purple though. I feel like I need some purpley stuff. Instead of mixing purple, I could definitely mix it. I'm actually just going to grab a purple Pilot Varsity pen. Right here. And we'll just use this to throw down some purple on here. And I kind of want some purple in these arch windows. And I'm going to bleed this ink. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just going to throw down some of this purple. We'll put some water on the brush. We're going to let this bleed a little bit. I'll zoom in closer. You can see it. There you go. You can see how it's just kind of bleeding there. I could also just throw down some water. One of the reasons I like using the Pilot Varsity pen, you can see it right there. Varsity. It works really well in wet areas. So I can just literally just dab this on. You can see the ink coming out. I feel like the Pilot Varsity pens do this better than the preppy pens. A lot of P's in there. And preppies, Pilot. But you can really see here how that purple color is looking. There's a good shot right there. Wow, Cat's in the Seattle Miniature Show. Nice to catch you for a minute. That's awesome. Cat, are you actually showing your miniatures? Let me know. I would love to know if you're one of the artisans displaying your work. Cat does incredible incredible miniatures. So out of the box creative. She's an inspiration for sure. Hey, I see Eagle Scout Kiko over on Insta. Hello, Eagle Scout Kiko. How are you, man? Hope all's well. I will be seeing you in is it April? Looking forward to seeing you. I hope you're doing well, sir. Kiko is another inspiration to me. Kiko's over on Insta right now. He is just an amazing, amazing person. And I miss seeing him dearly at school. He would energize me every day I saw him. So thank you, Kiko, for all those days you got me going when I didn't have my coffee in the morning. Who needs coffee when you have Kiko? Guys, I love the way this is drying. I am so excited. Yes, I'm a nerd. I geek out watching this stuff dry and what happens. That's okay. That's what energizes me. It's not always about what it's going to look like, the end result. It's really a lot for me about the process, the journey of playing, experimenting. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to show you what is. Hopefully, it's showing on camera as well as it is here. Move this over. Yeah. I am loving the color palette that's happening right here. Get out my little squares. There. I love what's happening right in here. Beautiful, beautiful, rusty kind of colors. I am totally loving everything that's happening in this square right here. I'm gonna move it up, I think. Hold on. Let's do that. See if you guys can see that. I'm loving everything happening in that square. It might not look as great on camera as it does in person. It's really super, super cool. For me, this is worth just coming on tonight and throwing down color, throwing down ink. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. I know, I'm cray cray. Hey, I saw ya, Salty Reefer, 1972 on Insta. Hello, welcome. Not just learning and buying. No, just learning and buying. All right, Cat. Cat, I love that. I made a rhyme. Did you like that? Cat, we'll definitely we'll have to have you back on our Zoom and you could do some show and tell of things you've been creating. I'm gonna zoom out again so you guys can see this a little bit further away. Right? Is it just me or are these colors really kind of cool together? There you go. So in here, this white space is where that pedestrian, that bridge is. I'll pull that out more. Color-wise, I'm not sure yet, so I'm not going to force myself to pick anything. I probably will add some bolder lines. Maybe I'll break out the Lamy. You know, I could take the Lamy and I can kind of pop some of this out a little bit if I want. But I'll do that after I throw down the color because the Lamy ink will bleed, which is okay. But in this case, I don't want it to really bleed and be muddy and take over the colors. So I'll throw that on later. Or if I don't use the Lamy, I'll just go back with my Sharpie, go a few times over it. I could be really, really brave if I wanted to and, you know, use one of these Sharpies right here. But that's not going to happen today. Today I just wanted to break out some lines quick and throw down some color. Hey, Kat says, really good to see you. Thanks, Jason. Kat, over on Facebook, thank you. It was awesome, awesome seeing you. Like I said, you are amazing. And we will definitely catch up. We will all the Inklings will get together on Zoom really soon. So cool. You guys are awesome. You guys are making my night. Of course, this is eventually going to need some of one of the signature colors I like to add. You can see I did it here. This was inspired, loosely inspired by the Guggenheim, and I think it looks really cool framed like this. And you can see I did throw some pink. Where's my camera? There it is. I threw some pink at the top. Got some here at the bottom as well. A little bit in here. So I just love throwing that pink. Pink for me is just fun. It adds a sense of playfulness and whimsicality to the sketching. Let me know, is whimsicality a word? I have no idea. If not, it definitely should be. And my sleep notification came on my screen. It says you should be getting ready for sleep. This is drying really amazingly. I think I know what I want to throw down on the bridge. Now I'm thinking about it. These colors aren't realistic. These are not the colors you're going to see if you go to Chelsea. Look at this area. These are just my playful take on the vibes, just how I'm feeling kind of today. I'm going to throw down, I love using these Pilot Precise pens for red on my sketches. So let's throw some of that on it. I just want to check something. So just give me a sec here. Give me a sec. Went online for a second. Let's see. Cool. All right, awesome. All right, I just wanted to check something out there. Let me close that window. I am back. And if you're out there on YouTube, let me know. I'd love to know who's watching right now. I see a few people on Facebook. That's so cool. We had a couple people popping in on the Insta. Is it the Insta or the Gram? What are all the cool kids saying now? Insta or Gram? Or neither? Is Instagram not even cool anymore? But no, I think it is. Alright, I'm talking too much. Here's that red ink. I'm going to bleed it. I just love using this Pilot red ink. So let's just throw some down and we're just going to bleed a bunch of it. We'll just throw that here. And then I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it. I'm literally just taking my wet brush, which has other colors mixed in. That's okay. And we're just going to throw down some more. I didn't throw enough ink down to get the reddish kind of color I wanted. Let's blot that for a sec. There we go. It's drying quicker than usual, the ink, maybe because it's very dry in this room. Usually I have time to spread it, so it's not really spreading the way I want it to. That's fine. I'll just come in and just kind of dab it in here. We'll bleed it a little bit on the wet areas. You can kind of see, I just like that Pilot red color. Turns a little pinkish when you add water to it, which I like. I also I'm going to prop this. I usually like to prop this up at a slight angle to throw this underneath for now. And I'll zoom out. Alright, cool. We'll zoom in one. Ta-da, there we go. That looks good. Alright, 9:03. I'm going to go for a few more minutes here. We'll see how this red looks when it goes on top of the orange. It's actually yellow. It's preppy yellow, but it's more of a yellow-orange color, which I really like. Again, I would just buy bottles of ink of this color if I could. But instead we just take it out of here. I'm not going to color the entire bridge red. I'm going to leave some white space. I do want to continue it just to the end here. Just so it kind of brings your eye across the red. Let's bleed some of that now. I might actually not even bleed this end. I think I want to leave this darker red here. Just to help create a sense of this is kind of at a perspective. I could have exaggerated the angles more, but that's okay. Again, this is just really quick. You can see I really just kind of scribbled the outline of what I wanted to capture. Oh yeah. This is looking cool. All right, I don't want to touch that. I really like what's happening here. Mucho. Really, really cool. I'm actually going to turn up the music here. Where's my sound volume? That's super cool. Hey, Linda S is back in the house. Linda S, good to see you. Yes, Kat was, I don't know if she's still here, but I hope she is. I know Kat is at a miniature show in Seattle. So cool that she popped in. So great that you're back. I'm just so blessed to know you guys. Cool. Oh my God, I am loving the colors on this. I'm just gonna keep this here like this. Wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go make some popcorn and watch this dry. Hey, D-Ray's in the house. D-Ray, holy moly. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. This is so fun. You guys are all popping in. I guess if I did have a more consistent schedule, I just bet I would have more consistent people watching. No, people watching more consistently. I'm so glad you guys pop in when I'm on. I know I'm random. It means a lot, so thank you. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Cool. I hope you guys are liking this. I hope you're liking the colors as much as I am. I'm almost just kind of hesitating because I want it to dry the way it is. I don't want to kind of mess with it too much. Let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. I think I'm done throwing color on this, guys. Yeah. All right. My gut says no more color. So after it dries, I'll come back and I'll definitely add some more, do some Sharpie stuff. I'll do some hatching. I'd like to do some hatching under this bridge, give it some depth, pull out some of the windows more and pull out some of the shapes in Sharpie mode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you digging these colors, yay or nay? And if so, tell me which colors you are liking. I would love your feedback. So let's just all sit here and for a couple minutes and we'll watch this dry together as I put the caps on my Sharpies. That's so exciting. By the way, this is such a satisfying click. I'm going to pause the music. There, I lowered the music. I just love the clicking sound. Ready? Isn't there just something amazing about that? Let's do it again. I know, I've lost my mind. Ready? So I'm just taking this. Let's do it here. Oh yeah, satisfying click. I would love to do a. We're gonna do a whole inking out loud here at some point where we're just hearing the sounds. I'm not even gonna talk. You're just gonna hear the sounds of creativity happening. If you think that's a cool idea, let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. If you think it'd be a really cool episode, no talking, just the sound of creativity happening. Even me cracking my knuckles. Linda says the green and the rusty orange. Ooh, yeah. Linda, let's frame it for you. Before we do that, let's just put this little frame here. How's it looking? You guys know I love to just take these mats and yeah, look at this. I mean, right? How cool is that? Maybe it's better vertical. You know, even that little sliver is just really cool. So be careful. I don't want to touch that. It's kind of wet. But what if we did this here? Just really awesome colors. So Linda was saying the green and the rusty orange. Yeah, so we have, I'm guessing you're talking in this area, right? You like this green over here. Even these little 2 by 2 squares. Wait, I gotta measure. You think I know? All right, inch and a half by inch and a half. I knew they weren't 2 by 2. My brain said no. Inch and a half by inch and a half. If you cut out, and this goes back to Linda. Linda does her amazing tiny paintings. You just take a 2 by 2 square, inch and a half by inch and a half, and you could just crop out areas and create just little beautiful colors, little color areas. And for me, these are really even more beautiful. I've done some videos about thumbnail sketching and how they're my favorite sketches to do. And these are basically just thumbnails here. Oh, look at that. I'm loving that. It's kind of abstract and it lets the viewer just use their imagination. Fill in what is happening. Is it a building? Is it not a building? Right? Look at this color. This is probably one of the most amazing colors I've had stumbled on making. I am loving this. Right in here, that is color magic. I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but yeah. Wow. These colors are gorgeous. I hope it's showing up on camera as well as I see it here. Maybe if I angle it a little bit, trying to capture the light on it. And it's kind of moving the paint here, but that's okay. Right? That's awesome. That guy's is worth the price of admission. Um, Linda says, love it. D-Ray says, zoom in. Yes, let's zoom in. You're right. Let's zoom in. We'll zoom in and do the panning thing I like to do. I'll just leave it. We'll zoom in and we'll just move it around and show you that way also. Love it. Far frame, frame the blue and the rusty orange on the right, please. Okay. Let's do it to it. Rockapella. You guys remember that show, Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego? What was the name of the group on there? The acapella group. I forget their name. Anyway, frame. All right, what did Linda say? frame the blue and rusty orange on the right here. So we got a kind of a frame happening there. I could do a smaller frame also right in here. Let's do that. Top right, top right. Good. I think I got it. I think you mean up here, the top right. I'm gonna move it here a little bit. I want to capture some of that um, yellow, orange, and the red with the rusty color and the blue. Beautiful. Price of admission. Yup. I know. I gotta start charging, man. What's up with that? No, I'm so happy that I can. I'm so happy that I just have you guys watching. Yeah. I, and I'm not, guys, I'm not bragging. This is not planned. It just happened. And I think this is probably one of the most beautiful colors that's ever happened while I've done these lives. It's like, really, this is just blowing my mind. And that's because I love the rusty palette, the old, weathered, aged building look, the weathered metal, rusty copper. Those colors are something that are really appeal to me. And I feel like it's really, the oxidization. Is that the word? Oxidization. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I feel like I was able to capture that here. But of course, if I go to recreate it, you know what's going to happen. I'm enjoying the moment. Gotta have fun. I'll pan over here. We'll get a little bit closer so you guys can see this. Even these colors are fun. The purples and the yellows happening here. The red and the dark blue here. I just realized the music's off. Hope you guys don't mind that. All right, it's up a little bit. It's gorgeous, beautiful. Hey, thank you, Linda. I'm glad you like it. That is so cool. I love the positive comments and feedback. Thank you. I see some thumbs ups over there and some hearts. That is so awesome as well. Really, really fun. 9:17. What do I want to do? Is it dry enough? Yeah, I'm gonna throw down. Let me just throw down a little bit of ink on here, some hatching, and we'll call it a day. Let's just do that. Definitely not adding any more color. And I did at the beginning, if you're just joining, I did throw in some of this here. You can see that in there. So that was part of the palette tonight. So that, this. Let me just move the brush here. By the way, check out the water. Linda, you're gonna love this color. This is my dirty water. Look at that. How cool is that? I know you're our green fan. This is a pretty awesome color. Again, that's the dirty water I've just been dipping my brush into. It's probably a week old, 2 weeks. All right, I'm gonna put the cap on that so it doesn't spill. I don't need this anymore. As we wrap up, magic water. Yes, you guys remember the magic water? That was so funny. I forget how long I had. It was months I had the water sitting in there. It started growing stuff on it. I love the color, but I had opened it one day and it was just the noxious smell. So I had to get rid of it. Yeah, the magic water, I forgot about that. All right, cool guys. So I'm gonna, I actually, where's my paper? Do I have it? I want to show you guys something interesting with Sharpies. If I can find the sheet I made. My room's a mess. Yeah. That's the tax paper pile over there. Calendars over here. Of course, I'm working on there. Up here. Cool. All right. I just wanted to let me show you guys. I posted this the other day. let me move this so it can dry for a minute. Let's just put this here. You can open it. All right. All right, so Sharpie has these. I have these two different sizes. I know there's many other sizes, but they're really interesting because they look very similar. So one is called Ultra Fine and one is called Ultra Fine. Oh, that's not the demo I wanted to do. The other one's silly. Here we are. One's called Extra Fine, one's called Ultra Fine. They're different. And it took me, I guess, a couple of years ago, I realized that the points are different. I was always sketching with the Extra Fine, which is on the left. This is the Ultra Fine on the right. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. You can see the one on the left is a little bit thicker. The one on the right is a finer point. I did a little test down here as well. You see the test. I don't know if it's showing up well on camera, but this is the Extra Fine, the thicker. Ultra Fine is thinner. I love sketching with the Extra Fine. I love the thicker lines. Thicker lines for me mean I could be looser. Ultra Fine, they're thinner, and I feel like I need to be more precise with them. So if you're using Sharpies, just be aware that there are these two different ones that look very similar, but yet they have different points on them. Just an interesting fact. So let's go, and so I'm going to sketch with the Extra Fine. That's the one I like. Oh, it would be helpful if I put the sketch back. I'm going to sketch on, wouldn't it? All right, I'm going to stop talking for a few and just sketch. Actually, another thing I want to say is, I'm talking a lot. I actually like when my Sharpies are kind of dried out. So this is fairly dried out. And it's forcing me to push a little harder, and it looks a little looser too because the ink's not always coming out. It's not consistent. So I like using them when they're slightly dried out to get an inconsistent, sketchier look. So I'm just throwing these lines here just to indicate that this is the bottom of that bridge area. This is still a little wet, so I'm not going to be able to sketch on it. If I zoom out, you can just see I'm just trying to create what looks like the bottom of that bridge is. Where the bottom of that bridge is. And there's a little shadow line. There's a cornice at the top of this building. And I'm just gonna do some hatch lines here just to show maybe there's an overhang happening. It's about simple gestures to capture complicated, busy objects. Simple gestures to capture complicated objects. That's always kind of one of my goals in my head, is to simplify, 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 but capture a feeling or a nod to what's actually there. You could quote me on that one. You could quote me on that. All right. The man's lost his mind. All right. I'm kind of liking this, guys. I don't know how much more I want to add. I think we're gonna wrap this one up. All right. I think it's a wrap for this one tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Um, just try to make a minute, at least a minute, to do something creative every day. It's not always easy to set time aside, but if you can, for me, doing creative activities just reinvigorates me. Sometimes puts me in a Zen state. Yeah, it's just, I love it. Thank you guys so much for your support and positivity. Appreciate you. Take care. Have an awesome rest of your night. Enjoy your Friday. And I'm out for now. Peace and live creatively. I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Where's the camera? There's the camera. And the finish button I am going to find over here. Wait. Somewhere. Over down here. Take care, guys. Pay it forward with positivity through creativity. Peace out.